BMW and $50,000 in cash. In total, over $100,000 on Sale of the Century. And now, here's the star of our show, Jim Perry.
Hello there. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're very kind. Welcome to Sale of the Century. Hope you're having a good day, and thank you for spending part of it with us. We have a champion who came up from Florida to join us, and it's paid off. He won on our last day, and let's welcome him back. This is Al McDonald. Hello, Al.
Hello, Jim.
Trying to say our last show on our last day and got them both together. You are from Tampa, Florida, right?
That's right, Jim.
I didn't get a chance to ask you what you do for a living.
I'm a tax advisor.
A tax advisor? Well, you are a very busy man, I suspect, right now.
Definitely.
I would think so. And over $3,400 here on a trip to the Virgin Islands to top it off. All set to go again?
I'm ready, Jim.
All right, good luck. Here to introduce the challengers, Summer Bartholomew. Yeah, I would imagine a tax advisor is very busy about this time. Whom did you bring up?
She does more to a paper than just read it. From Los Angeles, California, give a big welcome to Marianne Scully.
Hello there, Marianne.
And he knows the art of entertaining. Originally from Phoenix, Arizona, let's hear it for Stephen Smith.
Hello there, Stephen. Summer, we'll see you later with some bargain. Thank you. Stephen, you know the art of entertaining.
That's right, Jim. I'm an avid art collector, and so my walls are filled with art. However, I don't have very much furniture in my apartment, so when my guests come over, they have to stand.
Oh, well, then they're going to admire your art whether they like it or not.
That's right.
That sounds fascinating. Nice to have you here. Marianne, you do more to paper than just read it.
Well, that's correct. What I am is a handmade paper artist, and perhaps he'll collect some of the things I make. I beat the pulp and mix it up, and when I'm finished, I have beautiful sculpture in paper.
Out of paper?
Uh-huh.
That sounds very fascinating. That's right. Well, maybe, Steve, and you can get together there. It'll fill in a wall. Nice to have you all here. Good luck. We'll start you all off with $20, and let's get into the match. What classic film tells of the strange adventures of a girl named Dorothy Gale? Dorothy Gale, you don't? Maybe the last name. If they had just said Dorothy and maybe added the dog Toto, would you have gotten it? Yeah, the Wizard of Oz. No one wanted to try that. The name of this early American political party sounds like a type of hairpiece. Al.
Wigs.
That's right, a wig it is. $5 on the plus side. Al goes into the lead. How old are you if you've just become an octogenarian? Stephen?
80.
80 it is. Stephen ties out. Things that are easily obtained are said to come a dime out.
Dozen.
Dozen it is, as Al just beats everyone with the buzzer. Traditionally, what type of meat is most commonly used to make the Italian dish known as scallopini? Stephen?
Veal.
Veal it is. Veal scallopini, one of my favorites. Stephen and Al in a tie. There's a signal for an instant bargain, and when we have a tie, Al and Stephen, only one of you can have this lovely item. When you hear the low sale of the century price, hit your buzzer for one of you. This is yours.
Stephen or Al, here's a hot addition to your favorite recipe. The Hot Point 30-inch self-cleaning electric range features digital clock, automatic oven timer, a 3-in-1 power saver surface heating unit, and a black glass oven door. And it's normally priced at $650. But today on Sale of the Century, cheers for only $6.
Oh, big prize. Granny's doing her canning there. Terrific. But that is a beautiful, beautiful oven. Stephen and Al, I know you're both single gentlemen. Do you cook?
I'm a wonderful cook, as a matter of fact.
Sure, I like that confidence. How about you, Al?
I just eat Rice Krispies.
You're just as honest as he is. You don't drink at all, right? Well, I'd like one of you to... That's a big prize, $650. I'd like you to have it. Not $6, $5. One question. $4, $3. Going. No sale. No sale. Sale surprise went with it. Al and Stephen did not want to buy, and you turned down a $650 oven, and with it, $700 in cash. That was a big buy that you turned... I know I can trust Granny with the money over there, I think. Well, we're still in a tie. Marianne, 2 questions behind. In the popular television show, Paul Michael Glazer and David Soul, Al.
Starsky and Hutch.
That's who they paid. Champion goes into the lead by a question. Ireland's national symbol is a small, Al?
Shamrock.
That's the 3-leaf plant. It is indeed a shamrock. 2 in a row for the champion. Name the literary family who gave us such classics as Jane Eyre and Wuthering Heights. Marianne.
The Bronte sisters.
You got it. Emily and Charlotte wrote those 2, and Marianne goes to 25. Time now for the Fame Game, and we play for control of the Fame Game board. Play along at home with a lot of information about a famous person. Famous person. I am an actor. Born in Ohio with the first name William. 41 of my films grossed a total of over $63 million. I ushered in a movie theater at age 15, made my first sound film, The Painted Desert, in 1931. In 1934, I won the Oscar for It Happened One Night. Marianne?
Clark Gable.
Clark Gable it is. Marianne gets control of the board. $10 money card where, Summer?
It's behind the number 7.
And the flashing lights now locked into your buzzer, Marianne. I'll just say good luck.
Okay, $10 money card.
No. Right above it on number 4. I hope it's something nice.
It's a portable Whirlpool bath unit. The Hydra Air Therapy Portable Whirlpool unit features air-to-water comfort ring with 25 jets for full Whirlpool action from Mitchell Corporation.
Well, that should be a nice thing. $399. When you get all done making your sculptures, you can relax in the Whirlpool and think of us.
Right, maybe I can even use it to help me blend.
Okay, that's right. You can blend the pulp with that. Good thinking. We will be back with these bright people right after this commercial timeout. Champion in the lead, Al at 40, Stephen at 30, Marianne at 25. This question for 5. What kind of creatures are used to prepare the French delicacy known as escargot? Marianne?
Snails.
Snails is right, and Marianne ties Stephen for second place. When Elvis sang, he ain't never caught a rabbit, and he ain't no owl.
Hound dog.
That's the friend. That's who he was thinking about, is Hound Dog. He's a friend of mine, Al the 45. In the Old West, what name was given to the group of citizens who helped the sheriff? Al.
Posse.
I'll help the sheriff enforce the law. You are right. Posse it is, and Al at 50. What item are you adjusting if you repeat the little verse, spring forward, fall back? Al.
Daylight savings time.
Will we accept that? No, our judge said no. I'm sorry. What item are you adjusting? You're adjusting. I think you know it, but I don't think you heard the question now. Your watch or your clock would have been acceptable. You're not adjusting daylight savings time. Sorry about that, Al. You lose 5, but you still have a sizable lead, losing that 5 with an instant bargain. You've got a $15 lead over the challengers. Al, you got a great trip to the Virgin Islands on the last show, right? How about this as well?
Al, grab a towel and your swimsuit because you're off to Catalina Island. You'll take a cruise boat from San Pedro for 3 days in Avalon, a friendly little seaside town where just about everybody has time to say hello. This relaxing trip is normally priced at $1,000, but today on Sale of the Century Tours for only $11.
That's very nice, Al. You're out here vacationing. Opportunity to go to Catalina, a very lovely island out there. David knows a lot about it. He can tell you it's a good place to go. A $1,000 trip for $11. You would still have a lead if you bought it. You would have a $4 lead if you bought the trip. And if you bought the trip, I would give you, is it expensive there in Catalina? You got to have some money?
Yeah, a little bit.
Need a little bit of money for spending? David says yes, so I'll give you $400 in cash to go with it. You still have the lead. Going once, going twice, going to Catalina. Enjoy that trip. Enjoy the $400 in cash. $1,400 bargain, and I think it should be a lovely stay for you out there in Catalina. Knock
Thank
off
you,
the $11. You're still in the lead, but less than a question. This snouty animal's name means earth pig. Stephen.
Boar.
What?
A boar.
No. In Afrikaans, it's the first animal listed in the dictionary. That is an aardvark. You lose 5 down to 25. The California gold rush of 1849 began when gold was discovered near this man, Marianne?
Sutter.
Near his mill. You are right, John Sutter it is. Marianne goes into the lead by $1. The Parisian district known as the Rive Gauche can be found along the left bank, Marianne?
Of the Seine.
That's the river in Paris, well solved in Marianne to 40. Although this song has been around since 1814, it wasn't until 1931 that it became our national anthem. Marianne.
Star Spangled Banner.
That's exactly right. 1931. Marianne goes to 45. Incidentally, one of our writers must not have been too happy with the new tax bill. They said either accept the Star Spangled Banner or brother, can you spare a dime? On what part of his body would a man wear his goatee? Al.
Chin.
Chin, face, anything like that, and Al goes to 39. Yes. Talking about beards and smart remarks, a couple of the Sale of the Century crew members were talking about beards, and one of them said, I used to have a beard like yours, but I saw how terrible it looked, so I cut it off. The other one replied, yeah, well, I used to have a face like yours, but when I saw how terrible it looked, I grew a beard. We'll be right back. They're sharp around here. Tampa, Florida, Al McDonald looking for a second crack at the winner's board. He's been pushed all day by a couple of bright challengers. He's in second place right now. It is Marianne in the lead at 45, Al at 39, Stephen not out of it at 25. And that signal, you're never out of it with good money cards up there. $15 money card to be added. Famous thing. I am a four-footed animal that varies in color from pure white to jet black, but most of us are gray. I have excellent vision, keen sense of smell, and fine hearing. I hunt at any time of the day or night, and when members of my pack gather... Al?
Wolves.
Wolves, exactly right. Well solved. You got control. $15 money card where, Summer?
Behind the number 5.
Two of them up there locked into your buzzer now, Al. Good luck.
Let's go 15, 15.
No, right between them, number 8, and the champion gets...
$600!
Well, with the $400 I gave you, that's $1,000 in cash you picked up already today. Well done. Didn't pick up a money card, though. He's still in second place. What U.S. cabinet position is currently held by George Shultz? Marianne?
Secretary of State.
That's what he is, and Marianne hits the $50 mark. From the Greek words for narrow writing comes this name for a person who records the testimony. Al?
A court reporter.
No. From the Greek for narrow writing, that is only stenographer. And we couldn't accept that. You lose 5 to 34. She was Meryl Streep's best friend in the film Silkwood. Rocky Dennis's mother in the film Al.
Cher.
In Mask, she was indeed Cher, and he gets that 5 right back. The English authoress who wrote and illustrated the Tales of Peter Rabbit. Marianne.
Beatrix Potter.
You got it. Marianne goes to 55. Contrary to its name, this war between Britain and France actually lasted 100 and... Al?
The 100 Years' War.
It actually lasted 116 years, but it was called the 100 Years' War, and now back over the $40 mark. Yes. But it's instant bargain time. Time for instant cash, and Marianne, you have the lead with the instant cash. 3 boxes, 2 of them with $100 bills. One today is worth $2,000. Cost the amount of your lead to go for it. Right now, you're at 55. Al is in second place at 44, so you have an $11 lead. That's what it would cost you, $11 for a 1 in 3 chance at $2,000.
It's a hard decision.
It is indeed, Marianne, but I'll just say, going once, going twice, and gonna go for it. She made her decision. She's gone for it. We will knock the $11 off your score. You're now in a tie with Al. Which of the 3 boxes have you bought?
Well, I'll go with lucky number 2.
All right. If it's lucky, you are $2,000 richer. It cost her $11 to go for it. Let's see what she gets.
Good luck, Marianne. Thanks. It's $100.
Oh, $100. Didn't get it. Well, it was lucky number 1 today. And we'll add another 1,000. The instant cash goes to 3,000 on the next show, and the match goes down to the wire right after this commercial timeout. Sorry about that, Marianne. All good for you. What's the difference? That's true. That's the only way to look at it.
I live for Saturday.
Tried for the instant cash and missed, so she and Al are now in the tie, and Stephen not that far behind at 25. 44, 44, and 25. 2 of the Pacific Ocean nation's major islands are Luzon and Mindanao. Al?
The Philippines.
Philippines it is. The champion back into the lead by a question. According to the Old Testament, Absalom was the favorite son of which king? No? Any Old Testament scholars out there? David. Yes, David was the Absalom, the favorite son of David. Somebody knew it. He said, David, doggone it, you're right. In a well-known musical, Gene Kelly walked down the lane with a happy refrain just out.
Singing in the rain.
You're almost going to sing it there, right, Al? You got another 5, yes? All right, final track of the fame game now, and all 3 money cards up on the board. Famous thing. I am a river, described by pioneers as too thick to drink and too thin to plow. Al?
The Rio Grande.
Incorrect. And the champion out of the rest of the question. He took a chance. We'll clear it. Continue for the challengers. I was named for an Indian tribe that lived near... Marianne.
Mississippi?
Incorrect. Stephen, you've got the rest of the question all to yourself. I was named for an Indian tribe that lived near me. The first Europeans to see me were Marquette and Joliet. I flowed 2,315 miles from my headwaters in Montana to my mouth. My longest branch is the Platte. I form part of the border between South Dakota and Nebraska. I am the 2nd longest river in the United States, about 20 miles above downtown St. Louis. I flow into the Mississippi. I am...
The Missouri?
The Missouri River, yes. Stephen had the rest of the question, and he took advantage of it. Where's that other money card, Summer?
Behind the number 2.
Well, now are you going to take advantage of it with a money card? We lock into your buzzer. Good luck.
Come on, 25. I need that 25 desperately now.
No, lands on number 9, and he gets...
$300!
Got some cash. Marianne and Al were thrilled he didn't hit that 25. All three players back in as we finish up the game with a speed round. May I have 60 seconds on the clock? It is Al at 54, Marianne just 2 questions behind at 44, and Stephen not out about a 25 because a lot of questions as we start the speed round. Now, which animal is considered the king of beasts? Marianne.
Lion.
Right. In the children's story, Sleeping Beauty slept how many years? Al.
100.
Right. On what country's flag would you find a hammer and sickle? Al.
Soviet Union.
Right. What Arizona chasm is considered one of the 7 Marianne.
Grand Canyon.
Right. Who was Shakespeare's melancholy Dane? Al.
Hamlet.
Right. By what nickname do we know the Old West cattle rustler William H. Bonney? Al.
Billy the Kid.
Right. Which South American country calls its capital city Bogota? Stephen.
Colombia.
Right. What American patriot said a penny saved is a penny earned? Al.
Ben Franklin.
Right. On what continent will you find the Congo River? Al.
Africa.
Right. What name is given to both a deep dish fruit pie and a man who makes and repairs shoes? Marianne.
Cobbler.
Right. Name the narrow waterway which separates the Soviet Union from Alaska. Al.
The Bering Strait.
Yes. Who was the first man to be president over all 50 of the U.S. states? Marianne.
Kennedy.
Wrong. What discipline are you practicing if the instructor tells you to the time is up? And Al with a big speed round. That's what it is. Congratulations, Al McDonald. Back to him in just a moment. First of all, the one that Marianne couldn't come up with, the first man to be president over all 50 of the states. Have you thought about?
Eisenhower.
Yeah. When you have a moment, they come easy. It's that quick time that'll get you. Well, we got to say goodbye to Stephen and Marianne, and I'm delighted that no one goes home empty-handed. Stephen got that cash up there at the end. You've got yourself $330 in cash. Thank you. Marianne, you've got that lovely whirlpool. You've got yourself $154 in cash. You're well over $500 in cash and prizes, and of course, everyone gets the new Sale of the Century home game as well. Thank you both. But Al McDonald joins me once again at the winner's board. Come on, Al. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jim.
Good speed round, did that one. Yeah, you went in with the lead and came out with a big win. But that was a good speed round. Now you can top it off with living room furniture is up on the board. There's a beautiful, unusual quilt up there on the board. I know you'd like that sports car. And we haven't had a good look at this beautiful artwork. Jay?
You rise in the art world with this beautiful work of art. A limited edition Serigraph entitled Toys by Yamagata. Individually numbered and hand-signed by the artist. Furnished by Martin Lawrence Galleries. And this prize is worth $2,575.
That's very nice. I like that. You like art?
I do.
That's beautiful. It's up here. Well, let's see what you're going to find today. Make a match. The prize will be yours, Al. Good luck. Start picking.
Thank you. Let's take it from the top. Number 1.
Number 1, going from the top, and he starts with, there's the artwork.
The opposite corner, 20.
Number 20, antique scale. I took it from the top to the bottom.
Number 11.
Number 11 with necklace, beautiful gold necklace, $2,700 worth.
Number 9.
Number 9, we're looking for a match. Birthday bath. Now that's unusual.
Number 16.
Number 16, there's the car, but we don't have a match yet.
It's behind number 3.
Number 3, he's firm, he's got a match. 3,000 is not a match, but that would be nice to get a match.
Number 14.
Number 14, and you got the artwork. You got the artwork. You saw it a little earlier on tape. Let's take a walk over and see it for real. Come on over here. Beautiful. Oh, I'm glad you like art. And what a Yamagata, very, very nice artist. Congratulations. Let's take a look here. And all signed, sealed, and delivered. I hope you will enjoy that. We'll wrap it all up for you to take it back to Tampa. Everybody in the family will like it back there.
It's beautiful. Thank you, Jim.
Good. Congratulations. That is yours. And we'll add that to our champion's total, and we'll be back with him right after this commercial timeout. That is nice. I like it. Very pretty. Here you go, right? Good stuff. Good stuff.
$50,000 in cash.
Total of over $100,000 in cash and prizes. You wouldn't mind that at all, would you, John?
I sure wouldn't.
I wouldn't think so. What a great two-day total with that trip to the Virgin Islands, and you just picked up that trip to Catalina. The artwork is lovely, $1,000 in cash, and a fine two-day total of $8,043 in cash and prizes. Well done. You'll come back and defend the title on the next show?
Sure will.
Terrific. We'll look forward to you joining us next time on Sailing Century. Bye for now.
Some members of our studio audience and some departing contestants will receive Lee Press-On Nails. Full nails with double adhesive tabs for long, perfect nails in seconds. Lee Press-On Nails. True Value, True Test, Easy Care Paint for easy does painting in 3 finishes and many decorator colors from True Value hardware stores. Ice cream is very good, but ice cream with rich, delicious Hershey's chocolate syrup is very, very good. Hershey syrup, the best thing that ever happened to ice cream. Bed Sack, new ID and bed covering, provides luxury upholstery for your old mattresses or box springs and protection for new, furnished by Bed Sack. Introducing Ragu Pasta Meals. Fresh taste you don't get from canned pasta and no artificial anything. Choose from 6 delicious pasta meals. The Q-Tex Nail Color Pen gives you great-looking nails in a flash, a terrific little pen pal in lots of trendy shades.
Tonight, Bill Cosby brings comedy and special guest Stevie Wonder home to The Cosby Show. Then on Family Ties, can Elise handle a young admirer's infatuation? Come home to comedy on The Cosby Show and Family Ties. Come home to NBC.
Sale of the Century stars Jim Perry. This is Jay Stewart speaking. Sale of the Century is a red